Welcome to all of you. I am Milind Thakre from SVKT College, Devali camp. Today, we are going to see or we are going to discuss poetry as a form of literature. What is poetry? Poetry actually is a vast subject, as old as history. It is older. Today, to simplify it, poetry is present wherever there is religion. Means religion also plays an important part in poetry as a form of literature. Poetry is nothing else but it is the other way of using language. Poetry is a compressed or condensed form to convey emotions, feelings, ideas to the readers or the listeners. Poetry always or it frequently relies on the effect or imagery. Poetry is related to word association. When we go through a poetry or when we read or when we listen to the poems, there is a musical qualities in it. And musical qualities of the language are used in a poetry. And in poetry, one of the most important element is the rhythm. Often, the rhythm of each line is arranged in a particular meter. If we go through William Wordsworth's definition of poetry, that poetry is the spontaneous overflow of powerful feelings, and it takes its origin from emotions recollected in tranquility. So, as far as the nature of poetry is concerned, Wordsworth is of the opinion that poetry is the spontaneous overflow. It is natural, a natural overflow of powerful feelings. And it has its origin in the internal feelings of the poet. Wordsworth defines a poet in the following lines. He says that poet is a man speaking to men. And he is speaking to men with a very lively sensibility, more enthusiasm is there. And poet is a person who has a greater knowledge of human nature. And he has a more comprehensive soul than compared to common people among mankind. So today we are going to see a poem written by Rabindranath Tagore, Leave This Chanting and Singing. Rabindranath Tagore is a renowned poet, everyone knows, who was born in 7th May 1861. He was the first Indian to receive the Nobel Prize in Literature. and he has played an important role in modern India. Rabindranath Tagore is often known for his Gitanjali, and he is also an accomplished author of articles. He has written short stories, he has written novels and plays also. Rabindranath Tagore's subjects are related to social, then cultural, and also there are creative endeavors. Leave this chanting and singing and telling of the birds is a poem, and the poet, if we go through, he wants to tell the people who are sitting, or the devotees who are sitting in the corner of the temple with all doors locked. Leave this chanting and singing and telling of birds, whom dost thou worship in this lonely dark corner of a temple with doors all shut? Open thine eyes and see thy God not before thee. He is there where the tiller is tilling the hard ground and where the path maker is breaking stones. Now, Rabindranath Tagore is talking about a devotee who is sitting in the corner. He is chanting the mantras, who is singing the bhajans in the honor of God, and who is saying the beads. Rabindranath Tagore says that leave. There is no need to say mantras or spending the time. Whom dost thou worship in this lonely dark corner of a temple with doors all shut? He is telling the devotee who is worshipping the God in the lonely dark corner of a temple with all doors are shut. Means the devotee has alienated himself from the outer world. So the poet is saying that open thine eyes, open your eyes, and you will see that God is not before you. He is there where the tiller is tilling. When you will open your eyes, you will see that in the temple there is no God. If you want to meet God, if you want to see the God, He is there where the tiller is tilling the land, where the hard workers, where the workers are working hard, and where the people are making a road, they are breaking the stones. Means, in other words, Rabindranath Tagore wants to tell that God is not in the temple. You will not find Him there. Instead of wasting the time, if you want to meet God, you should leave the temple. Go outside. God is there where workers, peoples are working hard. And you will meet God with these workers. He means the God is with them in the sun and in shower, and His garment is covered with dust. So, he says that God is with whom? God is with the people who are working in the sun, in the heat. God is with the people who are working in the rain, and whose garments, the people whose garments are covered with dust. Means when the workers are working, the clothes become dusty. And so, hard-working people, you will find God not in the temple. You will find Him with the people who are working hard. You will find the God who are making the stones, whether they are working in the sun or in the rainy season, whether it is winter, summer, or monsoon or rainy season. And their clothes are full of dust. They are covered with dust. Put off thy holy mantle, and even like him, come down on the dusty soil. Put off thy holy mantle. He is telling, remove those holy cloths. And you too should go, instead of praying to God, sitting in the corner, in the dark corner, alone, praying to God, go outside. If you want to meet God, you will find God there. Where? Where the tillers are tilling the land. Where the people are making the road, they are breaking the stones. Where there is a sweat, people are sweating. They are not worried about sun or rain or showers. And he says, the poet is trying to tell that instead of wearing the holy mantle, holy clothes, God's clothes are covered with dust, like the workers. So, you should leave this singing. You should not waste time. You too should go outside and do the hard work. This is only the way that you will meet God. And this is the only way to reach to God. In the next line, the poet says that deliverance. Where is this deliverance to be found? Now, the poet is addressing to all those devotees who want deliverance. Very often people think that they can attain deliverance, they can attain moksha by singing religious songs in the praise of God. But the poet says, you will not get deliverance. For them, the people who are singing, who spend time in the temple, for them deliverance means freedom. Freedom from the cycle of birth and death and hard work. Just sitting in front of the God, praying to Him, God is not going to meet him. After the praise, when he will open, the devotee will open his eyes, he will not find God. That is what the poet is trying to tell. And so, to attain deliverance just through singing the mantras, singing the bhajans is not enough. It is impossible. you will not get the deliverance. God Himself has taken upon His shoulder the hard work of creation. God has created this earth with hard work. And God takes care of everyone. Our Master Himself has joyfully taken upon Him the bonds of creation. Our Master means our God Himself has joyfully taken upon the bonds. He has created the world. He will take care of everyone. He is bound with us all forever. And He will take care of everyone, whether you sing the bhajans or even if you pray to God or not, it doesn't matter to God. He has created this world. He has created humankind. He has created the universe. And so, He will take responsibility of all of us. He is bound. And God is bound to us forever. So whatever pain, whatever hard work God took to create, we should also work hard. Then only we can get deliverance. And come out of thy meditations and leave aside thy flowers and incense. The poet says, what harm is there if thy clothes become tattered and stained? Meet him and stand by him in toil and in sweat of thy brow. And the poet is trying to tell, come out of thy meditations. Leave aside the flowers you are offering to God, the incense. You cannot find God by just offering the flowers and incense. You should come out of thy meditations. He is telling the devotee who is spending a lot of time that come out of your meditation. Come out of the temple and do the hard work. Then only you will meet the God. But meditation, just by doing the meditation, just by offering the flowers and incense, you will not find God. And the poet says that, further he says that, what harm is there if thy clothes become tattered and stained? You are wearing those prayer clothes, the holy clothes, sitting in front of the God. The poet tells the devotee, what harm will be there if your clothes become tattered and stained? If your clothes become or they get dirty and stained, what harm is there? Means, in other words, the poet is trying to tell him that you should do the hard work. This is the message Rabindranath Tagore wants to convey. In whatever field you are, you should work hard. Whatever work. Meet him and stand by him in toil and in sweat of thy brow. if you want to meet God, you will have to stand by the God. And where is God? God is with those people who are working hard to earn their living, where they are working hard to feed their families, to feed themselves, and where they are sweating. So, Rabindranath Tagore is telling the devotee that get up, wake up now. You are praying to God so that you can get deliverance. You are offering Him the flowers so that life can become easy. But the poet says that there is no need. If you really want to meet God, you will have to leave this your routine. Instead of that, you will have to work hard. You will have to leave this dark place. You are sitting in the corner, get up from that corner and look outside. Go outside, leave the temple. Meet Him. You will meet Him only where people are working hard. God is there. God takes care of those people who are working hard. In simple, the poet wants to tell that hard work itself is a worship. The poet has used the theme of karma. And he says that karma is only substantial way to find the God. The poet is trying to convince the devotees, is trying to tell, he is condemning the traditional ways of worshipping God. Some people who want deliverance, they follow many stupid ways to attain God. Like they start chanting, but they do not do. The poet is talking about the people, about the devotees who don't do hard work. Instead of that, they spend the time in the temple by chanting, singing, telling of the beads, doing meditations, offering flowers. But all these efforts are futile. All these efforts are not going to make the devotee to meet God. This is not the way if you want to meet the God. And one can find God among the peoples who are working hard, who are working the whole day, who are working whether it is whether there is sun, whether there is rain, they don't care. They are working just hard for their living. And hard work is only the way to meet God. And so, in other words, for the poet, karma means hard work. Wherever there is hard work, there is God. So, work is worship. not worshipping the God in the temple. And God Himself has taken a great effort. He has worked hard to create this world. He had performed his task. His task was to create, and He has created everything. And so, if you want to work hard, if you want to meet God, you will have to work hard. This is what the message is. This is the main theme. What the poet wants to say. So, I would like to give an assignment for the students that you should discuss. Note down the main theme of the poem. So, after the assignment, just in a nutshell, I would like to tell you the main theme of the poem. The main theme of the poem is what? That one should work hard. This is the main theme of the poem. That if you want to meet the God, if you want deliverance, you will have to work hard. Just by singing, praying, offering the flowers, this will not make you, or God will not meet you. Because God Himself has taken, or Himself has done a lot of hard work, then only He could create this universe. And He Himself has not been free from hard work. And He has completed successfully. He has created this world, difficult task of creating this universe. The poet says that God is not only a creator, but He also cares for everything, whatever is on this earth. He is responsible, and He will be always responsible for taking the care of everyone. And the poet tells so. He tells the devotee to come out of his meditation or come out of the everyday or daily offering the flowers. There is no need. If you work hard, you will meet God. Just by meditation or offering flowers, singing the bhajans, singing the prayers, you will not be able to meet God, because all these efforts are going to be futile. So, remove those holy clothes and come outside, work hard. Let your clothes get dirty and stained. If you want God to have stand by yourself, you will have to work hard throughout the day. And so the main theme of this poem is hard work. Work itself is a worship.